What's up, baby? I'm Belle. If you spend a little too much time reading like me, then you might know of a book review website called Goodreads. And, well, good news is, any and every book can and will be reviewed by people, including the Bible. Today, we'll be looking at reviews for the Holy Bible, King James Version, just to see if the Bible might be a good read for you.
Okay, so, let me immediately just say that we are skipping the 1-star and 5-star reviews because, as is expected, that's where the religious and non-religious are battling things out. So instead, I prefer to see what type of no fucks given people left a 3 or 2-star review. Fred starts us off with his review. It's strange. This book almost reads like somebody slapped together 2 books that had little to do with each other. The first half starts out strong, but then quickly degenerates into melodrama. The second half certainly has a lot to offer, but its moments of clarity are often undetermined by confusing digressions and far-fetched plot twists. In what perhaps a last-minute attempt to recounsel the first and second half, the author unfortunately gives us a concluding chapter that is silly at best. CJ right underneath it says the Book of Daniel slaps. So, then again, it drags in other places. So 3 very interesting opinions right here. Fred obviously has given us the most to consider. However, if nothing else, we should check out the Book of Daniel. In my opinion, Luke says it best. A lot of weird stuff do be happening in that book. Julia brings forth a good point. The main character is a cool socialist with a sword, and some of the Psalms do indeed slap. But they do point out some of the negativities here. Sarah Bayless would like to know who writes this stuff. Right now, to our knowledge, Anonymous writes it, so good luck finding them. Elena is kind enough to review both the Old Testament and the New Testament for us right here. They've determined that for the Old Testament, it is very kinky. They're hardcore David and Jonathan shipper, but the violence and blood sacrifice wasn't their thing. In the New Testament, they stand the Jesus dude. They think Paul is a bit of a dick. And they would like to get on some drugs. All of which is very understandable. If they had cut out Psalms, I would have given it 4 stars. Adam, who hurt you? What did Psalms do to you? What did Psalms do? Anyway, Beth says it's unconvincing. We do, however, have a very bold reviewer declaring that this story is better than Twilight. Katie out here is appreciating the sex and the violence, but isn't a fan of the editing. Isaac has declared it to be right up there with Lord of the Rings, but right underneath it, someone also has called it unsexy and all over the place. But they did laugh twice. Great news, however, guys. We are going to end off with a final word of wisdom from Spaghetti. This book has been very intriguing subject matter. This book has very intriguing subject matter. The characters are nice, but sometimes they can be dicks. The idea of killing off the main character in the end was very interesting. It is something I wish to see more of in the future. The fandom for this book, however, can be very toxic. I grew up around a lot of God stands, and honestly, they aren't the best. God can be a bit arrogant with the whole bow down before me, I created you crap. Some of the very apparent plot holes annoy me, because I honestly still don't know how Mary got pregnant. Hate to break it to you guys, you can't get pregnant if you are a virgin. Maybe they are trying to make it more kid-friendly, but honestly, it doesn't make sense once you think about it. And why wasn't Joseph pissed? Mary cheated on him with this god dude who is honestly so full of himself. He makes it seem like it was an honor to have Mary cheat on Joseph with him. The main things are that the characters are honestly horrible people, the plot holes make the story seem unrealistic, and the fandom is really toxic. But other than that, the book is okay. There are definitely better books, and the plot is kind of crappy, so I would not recommend. Thank you, Spaghetti, for your final words of wisdom.